Welcome everyone to our end of the month Hump Day Angel Meditation. And today I've named it Climbing to the Mountaintop. And that's pretty self-explanatory because what we're going to do, we're going to go into a deep meditation. We're going to rise up above ego and lower mind. We're going to rise up even above higher mind. We're going to rise up into that place where we're not connected with conscious thought very much, where we go into the place where we can see everything. Oh, hey, Amanda, good to see you. Glad you joined us. Amanda is one of my fabulous daughters-in-law, married to my youngest son. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start. We're going up into this higher place. And the focus here today is for us to look, there's so much going on in the world, and boy, things have accelerated in the last week down at ground level with all of the stuff that's going on. You got all the Democratic debates, you got all of the arrests going on, you got this going here and that happening there and the other happening here, and that's just in the public view. Then everybody has their own personal stuff going on. Whether it's family strife or illness or stuff at your job, financial issues. My issue is internet connectivity, and I'm just being told again that my connection is unstable. Maybe it's me that's unstable. Maybe that's the issue here. So we have all of this going on down here. Again, we've done this before. We're going to take another trip up above it all to see what what's really happening above. What are the causal factors going on? What is the ultimate goal here that's filtering and causing the upheaval? That's the undoing, causing the undoing. We want to see what is the end result is going to be intended to be, what the doing is going to be, and not just in the outer 3D world, but also we're going to look at your own personal issues that you have to see, what is going to, what's going on with you, what's going on in your life. And even if you don't recognize that there are any issues or upheaval going on, and that's a good thing, there are still messages for you and things that you need to see. You need to see what's going on in the wider realm of things. For you personally and for us globally. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get into the deep meditation, and hopefully everybody will be able to experience that. So I'm asking you all, make sure that you have a comfortable space. And I will say to you, we're getting started, it's 5:30. Once we get started on the meditation, is if oh, hey, Jenny, good to see you. Glad you made it. Is once we get started on the meditation, even if I lose you, stay connected, because I am going to continue the meditation. If it comes back on, it comes back on. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But stay connected and in place until about 6:30. That will be the end point for you to receive whatever is going to receive and for everything to be cleared out. So I just want you to know that ahead of time in case we do get cut off again for whatever reason. But I've asked the angels to make sure we don't, to remove anything that's standing in the way of us successfully getting through this meditation and receiving what we're here to receive, and us here now and everybody that would come after us. So having said that, let's go ahead and get in the temple, get cleared, and begin. And as you breathe in, Pull in light through your crown chakra. One last time. Almighty and Most High, Father, Mother, God, Divine Source of all that is, and light of the great central sun. I welcome you now to the Heartlight Temple of Angelic Healing. As I invoke it from the etheric into the physical plane, or actually not the physical plane, as I invoke it from the etheric to surround us all in this temple space of this Hump Day meditation group, to surround all of us that are here now or wherever will be called to be here, whose places are being saved and reserved by their higher selves and guardian teams. I intend that this temple shall remain present, surrounding us now and continuously throughout the duration of this session in meditation, ending only 10 minutes after I have ended the meditation and completed it. So be it and so it is. I ask now, Heavenly Father, that this temple space be blessed in love and light to each of our use and into our service in your name, and that anything in opposition to this blessing and your light is removed immediately from this temple space and from each of us. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Beloved Archangel Michael, I call upon you and your blue lightning angels now and ask you to surround this temple space and above and below, to shield, defend, and protect it from all intrusion, interference, and attachments that are not of the light or in service to it, are of entity origin, intent, creation, design, or purpose, or in service to such, are other than in service to our highest good, or are other than in complete support of the goals and purposes of the temple this day. So be it and so it is. Please remove all of these things from all access to the temple, and that includes any portals and vortexes and wormholes that exist anywhere. They're bringing garbage into our domains. Remove all that is of entity origin from all access to this temple, Michael, regardless of its source or form or purpose, or its means of access. And that includes all of us. Remove any entity attachments from us. Remove these things, Michael. Remove all psychic intrusions and attachments. They also are to be kept outside the temple. And any to be removed from each one of us, here now or ever will be present. So be it, so it is. Yeah, again, there is, we have so much upheaval going on, even if it's not personal upheaval. There's just so much nasty energy going on around us in our offices, where we work, when we go out to the stores, whatever, that we wind up sometimes bringing it home with us. And there's something really strong, and I'm getting that it's not attached to anyone here now, but it's someone who is coming at a later point. And I asked Michael for you to remove this in totality. Now, remove this dark spirit. It has no authority here in this temple at all, and it has no dominion here, and I cast it out, send it into the light in the center of the temple. The beam, the beautiful streaming beam of God's light coming down through the roof of the temple. Thank you. And now, beloved Archangel Michael, please cleanse and protect the inner spaces of this temple, according to this protective order given for the temple this day. Move from the inside of the temple and everything in it, in all of our individual spaces, all that corrupts and offends this temple space. Yep, remove it all, including any discarnate spirits, all entities, all attachments from other people, all mental, psychic, and spiritual attachments and energetic connections to people and objects and locations. Sever these connections. They are not allowed to enter through the temple walls. Thank you, Michael. Please cleanse from all of us everything sponsoring these toxic and non-serving connections and attachments, allowing them, or in any way desiring them, at all levels, dimensions, and planes of existence and causation. Thank you. And clear from us all, Michael. Perform the purification protection protocols for all of us here now and whoever will be. Any who have joined this temple after the fact. To receive the blessings of this meditation. And remove from all of us and from these temple spaces anything that would interfere with our discernment. Cleanse our central channels, our chakra channels and portals, our psychic channels. I'm getting the message from Michael that the best way to proceed at this point is to use something that he has shown me that is extremely effective, and I love it, in order to cleanse everybody. So right now, we're going to, Michael, if you see Michael above you, whether you see him or not, I know that he is there. And he is creating a beautiful cobalt blue vortex, a cyclone of cobalt blue and white light above you. And he is sending it down through the center of your being to clean out everything that is not of the light and would interfere with your discernment, connection to divine source, and your ability to receive this message. And I intend in all our names that that nothing has the authority to override this at this time. If you are here in this temple, you agree to this. You still feel it working. Are we done, Michael? All right, dear ones, so please clear from us anything else that would hinder our ability to receive what we came here to receive today. Metatron, please clear away all ego interference and fears programs that and triggers that foster this interference and create it. I intend that these things no longer exist in our realities. So be it in the name of the one true God, and so it is, past, present, and future, at all levels, dimensions, and planes of existence and causation. Let's clear this out. Thank you. Okay, are we ready? All right, beloved Metatron, please balance everybody's energies. Ariel, please come now and ground our energies through our earth stars. And clear from us everything hindering divine flow. And open us to divine flow, beloved Ariel. Clearing anything that still impedes that flow and our connection to divine source. Thank you. Beloved Angel Shekinah, please come now and bring us fully into divine alignment, unity with divine source. Thank you. Beloved Uriel, please attune our crown chakras and every other parts of our being necessary to receive the messages that we are here to be given this day and to see. And clear our pineal glands of anything in opposition to this, please. And bring us into divine polarity. In all of our names, I desire it so. And release all resistance and give it no authority. It has no authority in this temple, so it is. Okay, are we ready? All right. All right, beloved angel Metatron, please come now and assist us all in rising up above our conscious minds and the things around us to detach from the distractions of our physical presence and surroundings. Some of you may fall asleep. That's fine. You will receive everything anyway. All right, we're climbing up We're in the temple now. We're climbing up to the second level of the temple. Those of you who have been there before with me know that this temple is huge. It expands for our use, and it is a beautiful, looks like white marble, but the blocks are all made of divine light and filled with divine presence, truth, and healing. We go up to the higher level, to this higher level of the temple, the second level. And at the second level, the stunning feature here is a beautiful, great big portico stretching out as far as it needs to be to accommodate everyone here. And there's a railing, a beautiful marble railing at this portico. And you can picture it to look at what any way you want it to look that pleases you. But as you stand at this railing and look out from the top over this portico, look out, you are seeing this is the etheric plane. This is the plane of creation. This is where everything that's being done is being created and put together in order to set the stage and the patterns and the instructions that are going to filter down into the physical plane. So Metatron is assisting us in seeing this, and let's get comfortable in this place for a few minutes, looking out over the portico. Beautiful blue skies up above, and this plane of creation in front of you. You'll see all kinds of worker angels doing hundreds and thousands of different things, going from place to place, engaging in different activities. Some are instructing other angels. Some are doing what you would call the grunt work. Others are literally part of the work that is being done, whose energies are being installed and infused into the things that are being created. And if you look carefully, you can see that every thread of the tapestry, every piece of this creation flows with pure divine golden light and divine love. So now we've gotten acclimated to standing here and seeing this vision of what's going on in a general way. So now we're going to move into a place where I'm asking the angels to show you what it is they're creating, what the vision is that is coming into play. We're taking you just a little bit higher up into the causal plane, the plane of desire and vision, where we say, this is what we want before it gets to the drawing board in the planning stages. And we're taking you up to this place to see the vision, what is coming, what is being created in the process of being created, and will take a while to complete. What is being created for us as a global community, and both globally and in this country, it's all connected. You can see the strands and webs connecting different things. And I am seeing in the middle of this vision a beautiful, big, huge pink spire. And from this spire is radiating, at the top of it is radiating like a light that's radiating out rainbow colored lights. And these rays of rainbow colored light are touching on all of the different aspects of desire and ideas and vision. Um, that this is like the central place, the divine place from which all of this is being generated, um, and creating different things. And we, as a race of human beings for a long time, have been talking about how, we've been not just talking, but working hard. Many of us have been working with the ascension that's going on and the clearing of ourselves, learning so many things, getting through things, helping to teach others. But our goal is to live in a society that is governed by love and the tenets of the Christed consciousness. Now, we don't know what that's supposed to look like. I've been given a vision of some of it. It's going to take a lot of changes to get from here to there. But this spire, this beautiful pink spire of love, adoration, and connection to God, represents the Christed consciousness as I'm seeing it. I'm sharing my vision. I hope I'm not messing up yours. But this is what I'm seeing in the center. You all may be seeing different visions and parts of the creation that you're drawn to or attuned to. So I will sit here and keep my mouth shut for a minute and allow you to do that. To see what it is you're seeing that is, maybe a part of what I'm seeing in this level of vision and causality, desire. Mm. Hmm. If you are a healer, you're one with healing capabilities or alchemical talents and tools and abilities. You're being called on. You're going to be you and your ilk, your kind, because not all of us are going to be here throughout the whole transition. It's going to take a while. Are going to have a hugely big role in this newly created society and culture of the Christ consciousness. There's huge compassion, but it's true and healthy compassion. A lot of people think compassion means just making yourself a victim for other people who are in bad ways. That's not compassion. That can be enabling. It doesn't help you. If it hurts you in the process, that's not really compassion. Um, if you give a hand up to somebody and it doesn't hurt you, that's compassion. If you help to heal somebody that doesn't hurt you in the process, that's compassion. If you sit with somebody and allow them to share their grief or their emotion and to clear it out without it affecting you, without you embodying it. That's true compassion. And we are in the process of learning and being shown how to bring healing to those things. And I'm talking about not even just the local stuff, things that I have just described. I'm talking about people that are in such states of disarray, grief, imbalance, that they do harm to others. And there is a deep level of healing and compassion that is going to come from us as a society that is going to allow these things to be healed, to be removed, from the darkness to be cleared out. I see prison walls and bars evaporating in front of me. And again, I'm sharing this because I'm not sure I can remember it from the end. I'll be quiet again and let you see what it is that you are seeing, so that you can share it with us when we are complete. You may be feeling this now or maybe not realize it, but you are all receiving. Everybody here now and that will be in the future is now receiving an attunement to the ways of the Christed consciousness. Again, the angel surprised me. I had no idea that was going to be here. Mm. Thank you for all this. Mm. And beloved Raziel, Angel, I would ask you to help us get with the individual visions that we're seeing. I would ask you to give us some idea of the time frame. You know, we're looking at these things at the creative, not even the creative stage, at the vision and desire stage, that are moving down. They're currently also attached. I mean, it all happens simultaneously. Um, how long? What kind of a time frame? The divine plan, divine order, and divine timing um, is allowing for these things to come to fruition when we could see them in a more recognizable form in the physical plane. If you could give that to us, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to now ask you to all, what is this? Okay, so there's some kind of an agreement going on here. Is it my agreement? Humanity's agreement? Okay, so all right, so the timeline, basically, all right, got it now. Took me a minute. The timeline for these things, we're given general, like, okay, this might be as long as it takes. But because we are in a free will universe, any of us that work with angels or with prognosticating in any way or predicting anything or seeing anything coming ahead knows that everything is a maybe until it happens because we have free will. If we continue on the path that we're on and everything falls into place as it's meant to, then the estimates that we've been given and shown should be pretty good. But there is always that free will that if we somehow something happens that everything, or not, or part of it falls apart or has to be delayed, reconstructed, regrouped, then it will take longer. Oh, Mike, you said 2023 already, huh? Yeah, I'm hoping we all stay online. So far, so good. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay. Yeah, mine kind of I kind of got shown. Yeah, all I had to do and say I'm getting the message that my internet is unstable. We're praying and keeping it connected. Angels, let nothing interfere, please. Let us keep all connected here in the temple to the vision that we have. Yeah, I was kind of shown that I'm going to be gone from here before a lot of it comes to fruition or recognizable form. But I'm still going to be here to see a lot of it take place, or at least a lot of the groundwork be laid so that it can come into form. Okay, so now we're going to move into, we're going to switch a little bit from the general picture of what's going on globally, nationally, wherever you are. And we're going to move into your own personal pictures. And so let's switch that. Metatron, help us to switch gears a little bit. We're still in the second level of the temple at the portico, overlooking the fields of creation. So we're going to each of your individual lives now. And even if you don't, and Pashara would ask you to assist us all in seeing, receiving psychically, and through our gifts and abilities. The visions that are being given to us, that we came here to receive, that will be helpful to us as we move forward. So we go back now to this plane of creation where all of the tapestries and the threads are being woven and put together. And in that tapestry, this now represents your individual life and the things in that life and whatever is going on and whatever issues you may have that you are seeking guidance about and information about. You will see how the tapestry is being woven, what's going on at these upper levels that is causing the tearing apart at the lower levels, or the disruption at the lower levels. Or causing things like you may be wanting to move to a new job, or a new place, or you may want a new relationship, or you may want something in your professional life um, to change, or your spiritual life. You may be wanting something that you haven't seen yet. And so if that's the case, you'll be shown what's happening at the higher levels, what's being built there, that is maybe causing the delay. There's divine timing and order. Sometimes some things have to happen first before other things have to happen. And that's the way it always works. So there is a field of creation here, and there are miracles that can take place and do every day, but there are still things that have to happen in divine timing and order. Just the dominoes have to fall in the right way. So you're being shown whatever is going on in your life that you're desiring guidance, assistance about. You're being shown what's going on at these higher levels, the work that's being done, where it's being done. The angel's still hard at work. Ooh, it's an interesting experience. I'm kind of connecting to all of your stuff. And you see this now. Okay, so now we're going to go up to, again, the level of vision and desire to see what it is that all this is leading to. Right? What is all this creative energy going on here? And we're going to go up a step higher to see what the core and the root vision and desire is that is being created at this level. So what is the angel? What is the divine doing for you? Where is this going? What is it creating when it finally precipitates down to the physical plane? So let's sit there for a moment and look at this. Metatron Pashar, please assist. There are some people who are resisting, who are not getting up into the higher planes. They're being blocked from the higher planes. Please open them up to see us. Clear the path, beloved angels. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm getting the word that you have all gotten the message. You've all received the vision and the message in some form. It can be either you can see it in your mind's eye, or you might get a knowing of what is going on, or you may see it in your dreams if you're not understanding it now. Whatever way, you have received it, and you will know what it is at some point. So let's now there's something else that they want to show us. All right, what is this? The creative plane or the vision, the plane of vision of something being created for all of us? Okay, so let's move into that place. Let's come back together as one. Separate yet connected. Let's clear all resistance. Resistance to unity needs to be healed and cleared from all of us, if there is any. And this is not unity as in hive mind. This is a coming together, soul to soul, recognizing each other in that soul space. Michael, please remove any entities that are attached to any of us at this level. And creating issues for us. Personally and in our environments. Thank you. And cleanse us of all that has been created by that entity interference, please. Remove these things from the entire chain of creation. I intend that all these things are uncreated, deleted, and destroyed in perpetuity to the nth generation beyond to infinity, along with everything that these things have created. Let's remove the chain of creation in totality. So be it and so it is. Thank you. Okay, so what else do you want us, anything else you want us to see, angels? All right, there is still a vision for us to see here. All right, we're all together now. What is it that you want us to see? Here on the portico, overlooking the plane of the plane of the true vision and desire.
Hi, baby.
I don't know how many of you are feeling this right now, but the love energy here is really intense. Archangel Shamuel. And the message that I'm getting for all of us is that the vision for a planet filled with love and ruled by the tenets of the Christ consciousness cannot happen until we fully learn to love and accept ourselves in every way. Not to depend on other people's to give us love, to fill up a cup that we won't allow to be filled, or that has so many holes in it, it cannot be. We need to fill up our own cups with love. Patch the holes, to appreciate ourselves fully. And Shamuel is is giving us an infusion of self-love, tenets of self-love, what that means to love ourselves on a minute by minute daily basis. As within, so without. And we create the world we want by healing ourselves first. The love has to come from within. Thank you, Shamuel. What a gift. Mm. All right. Now, let's begin the journey down out of the temple. We're out of the higher reaches of the temple. Let's come back into consciousness. Any of you fell asleep? You are still receiving the message. Let's open our eyes and kind of feel our bodies again. Come back into physical presence. and awareness. We are down in the main floor of the temple now, with the angels, the masters surrounding us. Still fully protected by the presence of the temple and the angels, Michael and his team. Filled with love and light and centered and grounded. So I'm giving you a few minutes to take a few breaths, come back into yourself and awareness. And for those of you who would like to share any part of what you experienced with the rest of us, especially the first part having to do with the global creation and what you see, because what you saw has a lot to do with what your part in that creation is. You know, what your part, where you're going, what you're supposed to be, what you're attuned to. So if you saw anything or received anything, anything that you want to share, I'm going to give us a few minutes to do that. We've got a few minutes here that we can spend sharing with each other and communicating the visions that we received in the temple. So you can just unmute yourselves when you're ready.
Hi, it's Susan here. I kind of saw like a cosmic eagle and a cosmic condor and a cosmic spider, and it kind of was like going all over the web of lives. And I sort of saw my energy going expansively out and then falling down like raindrops. It was really pretty.
Awesome.
And they were kind of like blue colored orbs that kind of started to take on a little bit of red, and then they kind of became purple. And it was sort of like a sign to me that, you know, there's good energies for all of us to weave out there and then rain them down on earth. So I kind of liked what I saw.
Well, good. Yeah, that sounds cool. Thank you. All right, anybody else ready to share? I know that this person on the phone that came in last, you kind of came in at the tail end. When I get the recording up, you can start at the beginning and listen to all of it and receive all of it. So that will be very cool. But thank you for being here. All right, anybody else want to share anything that they experienced?
Yes, me related to the day that I wrote 2023, I saw like a vision of the globe itself and many teams, many group of people who really work hard, you know, to attain a certain level of frequencies that help to heal themselves and I would say together to bring back these energies to manifest themselves on Earth, and it will help really for the shift, you know, to call it ascension, or sometimes I call that jumping, you know, because I really think that we are like locked down here somehow, and we need to free ourselves. So it was very strong.
We're multi-dimensional, so if we come into full realization of who we really are, we have access to all of that.
Yes.
But yes, that's awesome, Mike. Yeah, my vision when I was getting the things that I saw about the prison and the compassion energies came in really strong. You know, I mean, I was sitting and I was seeing, you know, people just in groups, just people that were in grief or in pain of some kind, being held by other people, you know, just held by them. And that was all that they needed, you know, and the transference of the Christed light and the Christed energies and the healing energies and the rebalancing going on. and it even, because I asked the question in my mind. It was like, okay, when we get to this state, are we still going to have prisons? And my answer was no, there won't be any prisons. We won't need them because we will be able to heal the issues that are causing this hurtful and harmful behavior. Because the behavior is harmful not just to the people that a person hurts, period. They're harmful to that person. They're harmful to their surroundings and the society. So there is going to be a lot going on in the range of healing work that is going to be really, really important in setting up a society of the Christ consciousness. Government will not be as we see government today. It will have a lot of different, there will be a lot of changes as government is, but the biggest part with government is that everything's going to be transparent. There will be there won't be politics as we see it now, because politics is basically the art of lying. That's what that is. And that's in a lot of ways falling apart now, because we are seeing truth. We have elevated to the point where we can see truth. When we move fully into the Christ consciousness, they aren't going to be able to, they aren't going to get away with even fibbing to us. We can see it. We can sense the energy. We're going to know. So that can't exist. You are either working for the good of the many, or you are not. And the many will understand that before you ever get a chance to govern. So I saw that. And that when the spire that I described to you was absolutely beautiful. It was like a milky, iridescent, beautiful pink, pale pink spire, literally a spire. And it was huge, and with the rainbow light rays emanating out all over the place. It was huge, and the energy of that was wonderful. I don't know if any of the rest of you saw or experienced any part of that, but it was really cool. So anybody else have something they want to share?
Can you hear me?
Is this Marcia?
Yes.
I can hear you.
I didn't see a darn thing.
That's okay.
But I did feel my energy pop up on my body when you started talking about the healers are going to be called to do their job on a more intense job than what we've been doing.
Yeah, the potential for miraculous, what we now think of as miraculous healings, is going to be just the way it is.
It's going to be just the way it is.
Yeah, that's going to be what happens. Miracles are there aren't going to be any miracles anymore, because everything is a miracle. It's going to be commonplace. Oh, Jenny is saying now she felt that she is going to be part of healing relationships between groups. I'm getting a big yes on that for you, Jenny. Yeah. Yeah, so Marcia, you did get a message. So you may receive something in dreams, or you may just have a knowing, of something, and something may trigger that knowing, when you see it or you hear it, you're going to go, oh yeah. And it will trigger a remembrance of a vision that you were given.
All right.
So don't feel bad because you didn't receive, or you did receive, just because you didn't see it, or, an angel didn't knock on the top of your head and say hello and talk in your ear. Don't feel bad about that at all. Been there, done that. When I went through the angel ministry, I had not had any training. Yeah, I had meditated for a while. I'd been doing meditation, but I didn't have any training in it. I had no formal training about almost any of that stuff. And I came out of the corporate world and wound up jumping into the canoe, throwing out the paddle, and just allowing God to take me down the river.
Mhm.
And so I had very little experience with any of that. And when I got into the angel ministry and we would go into these meditations and everybody else is talking about their wonderful visions, and I saw this and wow, this was there, and I saw the angel standing in front of me, or Jesus was sitting on my bed, or whatever it was, it was just like, damn, I don't see any of that. And I felt like the dumb kid on the block going through it all. So trust me, just because you don't see it now doesn't mean that you won't. We all have times where things come into play, and it may be that conditions in our own physical plane or physical body are distracting us from getting into that place, or in some way lowering our energies. So don't beat yourself up. But thank you for sharing that. All right, anybody else want to jump in? Mandy? Hey, Mandy, I unmuted you. Hello.
Hi.
So how was this for you? This is your first time doing this, huh?
I felt calm. I saw like pastel colors.
Oh, wonderful.
Calmness. It felt good. I feel good.
Awesome. I love that. See, you needed that. You got you cleared out. You also got the message and the stuff from Shamuel and the Christ in consciousness. So we got a whole bunch of stuff today, but thank you. I'm glad you were here.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm going to mute you again.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? I think we got everybody that's still here. Jenny said something. Mandy, Susan, Mike, Marcia. Yep. Think so. All right. So let's come fully into our bodies now. And we are going to release the angels from the temple and the masters. The temple is still present, surrounding us. And as much as the angels and masters want to leave, some of them seem not to want to go. Who wants to stay? Uriel. Do you have a gift for us, Uriel? No, you're just maintaining the connection. All right, thank you. Oh, are you maintaining the internet connection? Oh, you are awesome. There's Marcia. I see. There, you snuck in there. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Uriel, thank you, Archangel Uriel, for maintaining this connection and allowing us to continue and complete this. That was awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that was you, Jenny. Uriel is staying, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so you might want to shake your body around a little bit. Just sort of come back into yourself, into the present, into your physical space. And thank you. Except for our Uriel, we have dismissed the angels from the temple. Michael is still protecting it. And I am going to sort of release, here we're going to release the temple now. And Michael, they're coming out of the temple. And sending it back to the etheric plane. Okay. So wonderful. Thank you all for joining me here, and thank the angels, Uriel, everybody, that the connection is maintained, and blessings to all of you. I'm really thrilled that all of you made it here. Have a good week. I will talk to you next
Bye,
week.
friend.
Same time, same space. See ya.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.